Before we dive in, I'd love to know what's the desired outcome.
Yeah, the dream outcome would be the line drive, doubles, triples, and just having that confidence.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is that you would like more hard hit line drives and more balls driven to the outfield.
Yes, yeah.
What do you think is holding him back from hitting with a little bit more power to the outfield? What are you seeing in his swing?
So like his tee work and his swing are like a little different. So like when he's on his tee, it's very hard, and he's kind of giving it his all. When it's a live game, he's unsure, and then that's why there's a delay, because he does go for it and he just does swing hard, but the bat, it's maybe a little too late because he didn't trust it.
Enzo, let me ask you this. Are you scared of being hit by the baseball? And be completely honest.
If it's an inaccurate pitcher and then like in warm-ups I see him consistently like throwing to where I like the batter is, then I get a little like unsure.
And out of all the pitchers that you face, how many times are the pitchers inaccurate?
Like 8 times out of 10.
Oh, so you are pretty much a little nervous or scared up there.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. I'm glad you said that, because I was wondering if this was a mental issue rather than an actual mechanics issue. So how
Good
long is
question.
this? What'd you say? I'm sorry.
That's a good question.
Awesome. So how long has this been going on?
Like ever since like kid pitch, like 9 years.
You guys been trying to solve this. Has it been frustrating?
Yeah, because part of it too is that like they'll change a lot, but then like they'll change a lot in his swing. They'll change in like his front foot, where it is, and there's a lot of different mixed messages. Some were just like super relaxed, or they just wouldn't notice certain things. So then it just, yeah, it's been very frustrating. Like it's almost like there's no plan, there's no notes of like where his progress is. Like, so okay, we started you here, and then let's say even if I don't see a trainer like, in 4 weeks because their schedule didn't work with ours, but hey, I got you going on a plan, and then I know where you should be, and so the next time I see you, I would expect you to be here. But there isn't any of that. There isn't like really like a roadmap where they can kind of see where he's starting and where he's improving on. It's just almost like they're starting back to square one every time they see him.
Got it. Okay. Now, what I want to talk to you about is fear. So for us to even get to hitting the doubles and hitting the line drives like you want, we need to get our past, get over that fear. Okay. And it's pretty normal at your age. Like I said, I deal with this with kids your age all the time. Now, basically what I would tell you is, I don't know if you guys seen this, but I focus on the B.E.A.R method. Basically how the B.E.A.R method works. Enzo, so when you walk up to the plate, what do you think to yourself?
I just think like I just gotta get the ball I just gotta get on base.
Got to get on base. Okay. So you're already thinking about here when you haven't even hit the baseball here. So your only job is to hit the ball hard. That's your only job as a hitter. Okay. So when this happens, actually, let me take a step back. Let's say now you've walked up and you're in the batter's box and you're a little bit fearful because he's throwing the ball here inaccurately. What are you thinking to yourself?
Like just wait for my like pitch and then drive it.
Nice. Okay. Here's what I would tell you. If there's a pitcher that's inaccurate, what I would tell you is that we need to go up to the plate thinking yes, no, instead of no, yes. So sometimes when you're up to the plate, you're thinking like this, where it's like, no, let me see the ball first, and they throw slow enough now where you can basically say, let me see it. You go up confidently right here, right when the pitch is about to be thrown. You're a little unsure, right? You see the ball, then you say, yes, I'm going to swing, and that's why the ball gets hit over here on the opposite side. Is that pretty accurate? Accurate?
That makes sense. Yeah. Is that?
Yeah, that makes sense.
But is that accurate to you or no? You could just tell me, nah, that's not accurate.
No, I think that's accurate.
Okay, good. So we have to change this to yes, no. And that's all the players you see at the MLB. Before the pitch, they're telling themselves, I'm going to hammer this pitch. I'm going to crush it if it's right over the middle of the plate, right? If it's right here, I'm going to hammer this pitch. So what I want you to do is, the first thing we need to do is create belief. Now, your dad says you're a confident person, which is good. But we need to create belief, and we say that through I am statements. So when you're in the batter's box and there is an inaccurate person, instead of thinking I'm going to get hit, you think I'm going to crush the pitch that's over the middle of the plate. So you focus on what your job is, and your job is only to get a pitch you can hit and hitting it hard. And I want you to visualize it when you say it. And the best way to do that is you want to say it like you mean it. So to give you an example, you want to walk up to the plate just like this. You're about, you do your routine, you touch the other side of the plate or whatever you do. Then he's about to pitch and you're like, I'm about to crush this pitch, throw it, like almost like if you're mad, but you need to say it like you mean it. So you can't just say, I'm going to hit this pitch. You need to be like, I'm going to hammer this pitch. And you see how I said that and that changed my emotions?
Mm-hmm.
That changed my body language too, which if you say it like you mean it, what happens is it changes your emotions. So when you're thinking, I might get hit, that emotion starts to basically spark that emotion. And then that's when you end up being late, swing and miss, pop up balls, or hit them to the opposite side because you're thinking I might get hit. You're putting that belief in your head. So we need to just change that story that's in our head. And when you do that right, if you say it like you mean it, what happens is it creates action. So what happens is now you said, I'm going to crush this ball right over the middle of the plate. You said it like you mean it. And then he throws over the middle. You take your swing, you hammer this ball here to left center. And then what happens is you get results. And then it furthers that belief. And then that's the flywheel that keeps going on. And this is how you separate yourself amongst all your peers, because if you can create this flywheel and master this, the thoughts that's going on in your head, when you get to high school baseball, when you get to college baseball, when you even get to the pros, you're going to have a leg up because most players are putting a bad belief inside their head and then they're telling themselves negative things and they take that bad action and then they get poor results and they do the opposite flywheel. So that's why I want you to say, if you were going to hit with your dad today, every time you go up and practice, you say, I'm about to crush this ball. I'm about to hammer it, and say it out loud. It's only you and your dad, so you guys can say it to each other and say it like you mean it. Convince your dad. And then when you go up to the plate, I want you to do the same thing. And I guarantee you'll stop being scared of being hit by the pitch because you'll be focusing on what you can control rather than what you can't control. Hey Jermaine, just meeting with you the other day and the few pieces of advice you gave has already made an impact. Enzo hit his first home run over the fence in a tournament that our team placed second in. 200-foot fence, absolutely crushed the ball. I'll send you the video.